What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Virzi Effect Podcast Show. My name is Paul Virzi, and you guys listening to episode 476. And I am flying solo today, guys. It's just me. And I'm not a hockey guy. All right. I am not a hockey guy, but shout out to our good friend Joe Gonzalez, who got a bunch of us these Charleston Chiefs jersey. And I figured, why not? I'm gonna rock the jersey from the great movie Slapshot. Shout out to Paul Newman, rest his soul. Guys, I have a great show for you today. I know I don't have a guest, but let's be honest, you guys like when I'm alone sometimes. So a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, but I'm gonna get right into this today. Let me get this thing situated. I'm gonna get right into this today. Okay. I'm going to do an unacceptable and a little bit of a rant right off the bat because it's driving me nuts. People keep talking about it. People keep asking me about it. So here we go. A lot of people are asking me, do you think comedy's dead? Is stand-up comedy dead? Is stand-up comedy coming back? Is it over? All right. Well, let me say this. I'll say this. First of all, whether there's an up or a down in what I do is never going to change what I do. Okay. All these people going, comedy's dead, comedy's over. You know, it's all about podcasts and YouTube. Guys, if you want to do that, do that. But to me, that's some half-stepping bullshit because it's like, do what you love. All right. Yeah. Comedy will go up and down. There'll be booms. And then there'll be times where it's not as good, like now, obviously during a fucking pandemic. But this is what I chose to do. Okay. I didn't drop out of college to be a fucking radio host or a YouTuber. I dropped out of college because I saw Eddie Murphy and George Carlin and Richard Pryor. And I love the art and I want to get better at the art. I want to go out there and make people laugh and get better at something that's so fun, hard, and gives people joy. So if you're going to do things for the wrong reasons, you're going to get the wrong results. All right. There's two types of people in our fucking business, and this is just real. There are people that just want to go where money is and what's popular and get rich and famous and do YouTube stuff. Great. I chose this business because I love what I do, and I'll always do stand-up first. Yeah, I do podcasts. I love doing podcasts. Doing a fucking podcast right now. But this idea that it's like you got to go where the money is and go what's popular. It's like that's some fucking shit that I'm not on, man. I'm on this for laughter and the art form. And you know, it's just maybe because I'm a comedy purist, man. I just love what I do. I love stand up. You know, so if you got in this business to go and be fucking famous or go and to get rich, yeah, I want to do that too. But I want that to be a byproduct of what I love doing, which is stand-up comedy, period. So, you know, what I find unacceptable is comedy dead. Comedy's had its ups and downs for however long. It's not dead. It's not going anywhere. And if it did, I would still fucking do it. You know, there's two types of people in this business, man. There really are. There are people that like do shit because it's the thing to do. And then there are people that do shit that fucking love it. Okay. So if you want to go and find out what the fucking next cool thing is to do, I think it's some lazy half-stepping bullshit. I think it's excuse making. And I think you never fucking loved what you did for the people that are going, comedy's dead. It's like, do you want it to be dead? Do you want it to be dead so you don't have to fucking work anymore? That's how I feel, because I just was on Sirius XM and they asked a question. They were just asking this question: is comedy dead? What do you think is going to happen when the pandemic's over? I'm like, what? So I find that question unacceptable. Is laughter dead? That's like saying to somebody that's an engineer or an architect, hey man, things are slow. Is that over? Does anything ever need to be built again? And it's like, all right, like, what are you going to fucking just open a diner if you've dedicated your life to fucking being an engineer? It doesn't make any sense. Like, okay, yeah, times go up and down like anything else. So go do what you want to do, basically. Do what the fuck makes you happy. But don't say shit like, oh, is that dead? Should you go on to do something else? As if like that's an option for somebody that fucking loves what they do. There. I said it. I said my piece. I feel good about it, and I'm fucking sticking to it because it's been on my mind for a while now. And I'm just going like, why is everybody asking that question? What, we always need to laugh, especially after this shit. And I'll take it a step further. I think it's coming back hard. I see when people are in the crowd now realizing, oh my God, man, I missed this. This is incredible. I can go and watch my favorite comedians right now live and have a couple of drinks. And I wasn't able to do it for months, and with everything going on now, they don't know if there's going to all the shutdowns and lockdowns and curfews and different laws that these governors are putting in. Nobody knows if they're going to be able to do it again for more months. And when they are able to do it, I think everything's going hard. I think movie theaters back. I think bowling alleys back. I think fucking restaurants are going to thrive. Live entertainment's going to thrive. When Broadway comes back and everybody knows they're safe, Broadway shows are going to thrive, just like everything. So that's how I feel. I just don't like that fucking doom and gloom. It's over. It's such a loser fucking mentality. It's such a fucking like give up, hoping, subconsciously hoping everything. It's like fucking grow up, grow a fucking sack, and go fucking do what you want to do in this fucking short life that we have. I feel better, guys. All right. I needed to get that off. Ready to go. Don't know why I'm in a hockey jersey either, but I'm in a hockey jersey. Okay. I'm in a hockey jersey. And I'm not going to lie. It feels good. I saw a good movie I wanted to talk about on the show today, too. By the way, guys, shout out to all you guys who watched and made comments on the last episode, 275, with the hilarious Jeff Richards. If you guys saw his impressions, man, the YouTube channel has the whole episode. I mean, he was doing Robert Downey Jr., Dustin Hoffman. I was crying. It was incredible. I want to thank all you guys who have subscribed, not only to the Virzi Effect, but to the YouTube channel as well. You can get the Virzi Effect on iTunes. You could get it on Spotify. Obviously, you can get it on the whole episode on the YouTube channel. Everywhere you get podcasts, you could check out the Virzi Effect. Always having great guests and sometimes flying solo like I am here on 476. It's flight 476. Speaking of flights, I saw the movie 7500. Didn't love it. Okay. What's his name? Gordon Levitt. Joshua Gordon. I don't know what the fuck. You know what I'm talking about. The Gordon Levitt dude. He's the pilot, the co-pilot. And it was all right. But I saw this movie, Let Him Go, with Diane Lane and Kevin Costner. All right. And dude, how good of an actress is Diane fucking Lane? I mean, she killed it. And Costner, man, he still has it. And the movie was like, probably around like, I guess it took place in like the 50s in Montana or like North Dakota or both. And they have a son who dies, and he had a wife and a small child. And years later, she marries another guy, and the son is a little older. The son is like 4 or 5. And the guy happens to be a piece of shit, smacks the kid around, smacks her around. And the parents of the guy, who is Diane Lane and Kevin Costner, see this horrible shit going on. And she's like, my grandson's not growing up with a fucking lunatic like that. But the guy is from this crazy family, and they got to go get the kid back. And it gets fucking hairy. The acting is great. I was locked in. I wanted this shit to be 5 hours. So there you go. I always do a movie review here on the show when I can. And Let Him Go with Diane Lane, Kevin Costner. Really good movie. It's available right now. But I fucking loved it, man. I loved it. What else? Took the kids to see that new Cruise movie. And let's just say I looked at my phone a couple times during it, and I never do that. I always judge people who do that. I'm like, look at this asshole looking at his phone. So that would be my that would be the Virzi Effect movie review with a very positive review, is Let Him Go. So check that out. My New York Football Giants, guys, what can you do? We won 4 in a row. We lost the 5th one, which would have been 5 straight. But what are you going to do? We're going to come back and hopefully win this division. Right there. Shout out to the G-Men. All we got to do, make the playoffs. Even if we get knocked out, it's a good season. It's something to build on. We get the guys that are hurt, like Saquon Barkley, back. There we go. Let's talk holidays. We've talked about this on the show before. If you're new to the show, I will do it quick. I do not want to sound repetitive. We got into an argument the other night. Best Christmas songs. Okay, here's the deal. For me, it's hands down Silent Night. I don't think it's close. I think Silent Night is, I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know. There's just something about Silent Night that kind of makes the whole season, time of year feelings hits. Now, close second of mine, and you guys can write into the show and tell me which ones you like. Close second to me, another good one. I shouldn't say close second, but good one. Silver Bells is a good one. Okay. White Christmas is a good one. All right. The whole fucking like Jingle Bells and, Frosty and Rudolph and all that. That's like kiddie fun shit. I'm talking about hard hitting shit. I'm talking about sitting there and you're reflecting on life with a fucking whiskey or a scotch in your hand. For me, Silent Night hits hard. Oh Holy Night, that's another banger. All right, but I need some serious shit around Christmas because everything else is goofy, right? Everything else is goofy. Santa coming down the fucking thing is goofy. The whole thing, and it's great goofy. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. We grew up with it. We love it. But the serious part about it along with that hits hard is what I'm saying. By the way, the other day, my daughter says to me, guys, I need you to tell me what's going on with Santa. And my wife and I go, what? Now, my daughter's got that like Sicilian, my son is my wife. My son, lighter complexion, blue eyes. He's got that Scandinavian, Norwegian. My wife is actually Swedish and Finnish too. So not only is she like German, but she's got like Finnish, Swedish. My son gets that. My daughter, like me, more olive complexion. She's got that Sicilian Mediterranean thing. And she is questioning Santa Claus hard right now, grilling us actually. And the other day she goes, is Santa Claus real? I need to know like what's going on. And she's like asking questions. And finally she just looks at me and my wife in the face and she just goes, look, if he's not real, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. If it's you guys getting the presents, I'm going to be pissed. And we just kind of, put our heads down. And so, what are you talking about? So what are you talking about? The kid's real, and that's the way we're going to just play this game. Kid's real. So what could you do? Yeah. So we're kind of dealing with the whole Santa Claus thing. If you guys have any good stories about that, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if you just kind of let it play out. I don't know what's, Santa Claus got arrested. It's never happening again. What are you going to do? But then that story, do you rip it off like a Band-Aid? My stepfather ruined it for me when I was 8 years old. He just goes, we got to tell him. And they just fucking laid it on me, man. Like, ripping the Band-Aid off. And I remember where I was. It fucked me up. So, yeah, I don't know what to do about it. But she said, if this is going down and it's you guys instead of him, I'm going to be pissed. Now, this girl's 8 years old. So we have a little bit of a problem on our hands here. All right. Because, what do you like? You don't want to scar kids. You don't want to scar your children. You don't want that. You don't know what to do. What do you do? If any of you guys listening to this right now have any, good suggestions or what you did, what about going to the mall and being like, look, there's good news and bad news. Okay. Bad news is the big guy's not, just lay it on him like that. Good news, here's $100 cash each, go into a couple stores. And if they cause a big fuss and freak out, you throw them another C note each, but you got to start low. That would be my way of doing it. Guys, I'm really excited. It's been a long time. I have some really big announcements coming up too. I want to thank you guys also. If you guys have gone to the Gun to Your Heads podcast, $5 subscription, guys. Okay. A bunch of people have joined on already. The guests so far, it's $5 a month, nothing else. There's no tiers. There's no, if you get this, you get that. There's none of that. It's $5 for the month. Me and some of the funniest people in the world doing gun to your head. One's got to go. We had me and Bobby Kelly in a haunted house or in the deep woods for 24 hours. We had me and who did we have? Big J Okerson. Okay. We had me and Chrissy D. Me and Chrissy D talking about, would you rather, I mean, there was one, get raped or, you know, give a couple Bee Gees, as he called it, in jail during your sentence, micro penis versus being under 5 feet tall. That's the one me and Big J had. Me and Mike Cannon just had get caught cheating, and everyone in the community knows you lose your family, or you get caught jerking off in public, like in a Kohl's parking lot. That's a lot of fun. I'm not that. I don't mean that that's a lot of fun. I mean, I don't mean jerking off in a Kohl's parking lot's a lot of fun. I mean, that one was a lot of fun as an episode. Those 4 episodes are up right now on the Patreon. I'm doing another one this week with another great guest, Gun to Our Heads podcast. It's going fantastic. $5. You will laugh your ass off. You will kill time. It's a pandemic. I know you got time. So you can listen to this one for free. You can listen to the Gun to Our Heads podcast, arguing some shit. You could also submit your suggestions, what you think me and this comedian or guest should talk about. Somebody said you're locked in a room with a hungry anaconda or a wild cat, okay? And you got to fight one off or whatever like that. What do you pick? It's a lot of fun. That was coming from you guys. You guys could send us some of that stuff too. Okay. So, yeah, it's fucking awesome. And it's a lot of fun. So, and it's fun for the guest. It's a half-hour show, goes really quick. You guys will love it. I appreciate the support. I told you guys we were coming out strong, with the Patreon, and we definitely are. Guys, there's a couple of things. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. I do have to tease a little bit. There is a couple of things going on right now that I cannot wait to tell you. Okay. A couple of big ones, and I'm really excited. Thank you guys so much for listening. Tell a friend. We're growing. The YouTube channel is growing. So definitely support, and thank you so much for all of the support. And speaking of getting back out there, guys, Texas this weekend, LOL Comedy Club, Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club in San Antonio, Texas. I will be doing, 5 shows, 2 Friday, the 18th, 2 Saturday, the 19th, and 1 on Sunday, the 20th. That's Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club, San Antonio, Texas. It's going to be safe, guys. It's going to be temperature checks at the door. There's going to be private separated tables. So your party will be a private table of you and your party. Social distance. It's going to be clean. It's going to be safe. It's going to be fun. I'm bringing my new hour. I've made some tweaks. I've done a lot of stuff since the last time I was out there. People are hitting me up saying that they're going. Get tickets because it's going to be safe and a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to get back to Texas. So you guys get those fucking tickets. Tell a friend. Bring a friend. It is going to be awesome, and I promise you, I'm coming with my A game, guys. I'm coming with the new hour. I'm coming with my A game, and it's an hour that I'm going to be doing. This is my new special you guys will be seeing. Okay, wherever it is streaming, whatever it's on, you guys will be seeing it, and I'm bringing it out to Texas. I don't know what the governor there is doing. I don't know what the rules are, but I have been quarantining in New York, and I'm also coming back to Atlanta. I'm going to be in Atlanta January, 6th, 7th, and 8th, or 8 through 10. I'm sorry, maybe January 8, 9, and 10. You can look it up. It'll be on the website really soon. Florida, you crazy, murderous, wild motherfuckers. You alligator fucking whatever is going on down in Florida. I'm coming to Orlando. March 24th. I'm coming to West Palm Beach, March 25th. I will be at Side Splitters in Tampa the end of May. So all of the new dates from down south, we're going to have a poster. We're going to do the whole thing. So you guys could come down there and check check that out. So I'm trying to come up with some more suggestions for the Gun to Our Heads podcast. I know you guys have a email you guys can go to, unacceptablesfortve@gmail.com. You can still submit them, but also at that email, you can submit ideas for Gun to Our Heads. You can also talk to me about what we've been talking about. Which Christmas song do you like? All the shit that we talked about. How did you break the news to your kids about the big man? I'm not even going to say it on here because I don't know if you have a little one. Did you notice I did that before? I never fully said it. Okay, that's the Italian in me. That's what Italians do. We don't fully say things. We just go, there's some news about the big man. How did you do it? Okay, the big man, we know who the big man is. How did you break that? I don't know if you have a little kid. Somebody said, Paul, I love listening to the Virzi effect, but my son walked in and you said motherfucker right as he walked in and I couldn't let him listen to it. I can't have that happen when it comes to the big man. A curse here or there can slip out, not when it comes to the big man. Because let's be honest, growing up in our lives, what were the big ones? The big man, okay? And if you're religious, the other big man, I should have said him first. Okay, when you're growing up, it's the big man. And then it's the bearded big man. Okay, those are kind of big things in your life that you're told to, if you are religious, Catholic, Christian, how I grew up, my mother Greek Orthodox, whatever. You believe in the big man, and then you believe in the bearded big man. Okay, those are some things that and when those things get questioned, you and a kid asks you, you go, oh shit. What do I even think about this? That's what they don't teach you about parenting. Everybody thinks parenting is keeping your kid alive, keeping your kid safe, keeping your kid clothed, keeping your kid fed. Okay? How the fuck am I supposed to explain the Easter Bunny? Okay? That's something I need to know. Okay, yes, my kid's going to be taken care of. My kid's going to be fed. My kid's going to be safe. Knock on wood. My kids are going to grow up with morals, and my kids are going to grow up being good people. That we can do. That I know how to do. I don't know what the fuck to do with the big man. I don't know what to do with the fucking Easter Bunny. I'm sure sex talk is coming. That's something I'm not going to be good with. Those are the ones. You never have that, right? You never really see that in a movie. In a movie, right? In a Hollywood movie, you'll see a father put his arm around a son and go, hey, you just do the best you can. You do the best you can with what you got. And yeah, you'll make mistakes, but you're doing great. I know I'm proud of you. And it's that. It's always, you were there for them. Sure, sometimes you weren't there because you had to work, but that was for them. There's that shit that we all know. But you never seen somebody sit down and be like, oh, man, here's what I did with the Easter Bunny thing. I want to know that. I want to, that's an important one. Fucking tell me. Fucking teeth going under the pillow. We got to talk about the fairy. So those are the things that, like, me and now my wife are, kids are at that age, around 8, a little older, my son, and you got to start to really fucking lay that down. Unless you're just a shitty parent who just is having a bad day, you need a coffee and you're just like, look, this is the situation. Shout out to comedian Kevin Bozeman. Kevin Bozeman had a funny one where his son was like, listen, I want Jordans, I want an iPad, I want all this. He was just like, yeah, he's not real. I got to get Kevin Bozeman on the show. Kevin Bozeman, funny comic, man. Dude from Chicago area. Wait, I might have that wrong. I think it's Chicago area. But you know how people are like, you said Chicago, but fucking a little north, you could have said the town. Sorry, Kevin. But yeah, I'd love to know how you guys did that because that's what we're dealing with here. And I don't know, for all the fellas listening to this podcast right now, I don't know what your wife is doing, but my wife is in fucking go mode. My wife is, should we get some more garland for the door? Let's put out these pots that have like the decorations. Should we need more lights? I mean, my wife is in fucking, dude, my living room looks like fucking 15 elves broke in here last night and set this place up. I mean, there's gingerbread fucking ceramics. I mean, my wife could start a nutcracker store. My wife has probably 59, I'm not even joking around, like 59 nutcrackers around the house. I mean, it is just, it literally looks, if elves came in my house, they would just start jerking off all over the place, because it's like, it's like, it's almost too much. It's almost too much with the Christmas music blasting, the ornaments and the tree ornaments and everything. I mean, it's like, it's wild. It was like in the movie Elf, when like he did all the decorations and she's like, you did all this? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, they're pissed about this. My wife is like bordering on that. And listen, God love her. I love it. I love the Christmas thing. I love that she's into it, but it's to the point now where it's like, all right, it's getting, I think she's going to fucking kill a reindeer and just mount them on our wall. Blood dripping. But guys, you guys are the fucking best, man. And I'm really, really excited about what's coming up, the announcements I could tell you, and all the support that you guys are giving me. And I'm really, really excited about this upcoming tour. We got Texas, San Antonio, we got Atlanta, and we have multiple cities in Georgia all coming up. Obviously, there's always, you have to say, pending any changes because of the pandemic. But all of those dates will be on the website very, very soon. Come out, guys, to San Antonio. I can tell you this. I know a lot of people came out last time, a lot of supporters, a lot of soldiers. And I don't know if you're listening now, but the amount of soldiers that came out in San Antonio to see me and, talk afterwards. I know I'll have to be distanced with a mask on, but I would love to see you guys and, have you guys come out, and everybody that's came out and said they loved the podcast, come out, said what's up. Everybody that enjoyed the show, I'm coming back. It's going to be even better. So I hope to see you guys there. Guys, subscribe to Gun to Our Heads podcast. $5 subscription exclusively on Patreon right now. There'll be another one this week. And comedy is not dead. I don't give a shit what anybody says. All right. I love this. I'm always going to love it. I don't give a fuck. Even if it is dying, you'll see me finding a place to go and do what I love to do, but not in fucking 20-degree weather outside. No, I would actually do that too if I had to. Thank you guys so much. This has been TVE episode 476. Subscribe to that YouTube. Get me on the socials. Until next episode, I am out of here. Take care.